What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rome Lake. It's back again with another video. Yes, we back again. So I'm excited to do this video for you guys. As some of you might know, I am a big fan. I am a super fan of Cecile Zarokian, and I think as fragrance reviewers, sometimes we need to, give props, give flowers to, the ones that create these masterpieces behind us, right? We collect these fragrances because they smell fantastic, but what draws us to these fragrances, in my opinion, is the creativity, the artist that is conjuring up these ideas, taking a concept and making it into something real. And Cecile Zarokian is one that has been doing it for over 15 years now. If you don't know who Cecile Zarokian is, she is a well-renowned, established perfumer, a master perfumer based in Paris, France. She has made so many fragrances for the community. I think she has over 25 fragrances made, easily over 25, from different brands. And I didn't start noticing her until around 2013. But I want to do my part. I want to say thank you to Cecile Zarokian for creating such gorgeous, wonderful, storytelling fragrances. And I want to show you the fragrances I have here from my collection that I love that Cecile made. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you guys 7 of my favorite Cecile Zarokian fragrances, and don't get it twisted. Don't trip. I'm gonna get more. I'm just showing you the ones I have right now, and tell you a little bit about them. Hopefully you can grab some of these fragrances and put them in your collection. Okay, so before we get there, please do me a favor. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Give the fragrance video a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to hit that bell icon at the end of the video or before the video, so whenever I shoot videos, you get a notification. I would truly appreciate it. All right, got that out of the way. Sit back, relax, get some popcorn. It's about to go down. All right, like I said, I got 7 fragrances I want to show you. Some of my favorite fragrances from Cecile Zarokian's history of perfumery. And we're going to start with the first one right here. All right, at number 7, we have from Hayari Paris. This is Nuit. Now, hopefully you can see the bottle. It's a beautiful, gorgeous, very exotic, luxury looking bottle. All right, so Nuit. All right, so let's Nuit is a very complex fragrance. This is oud, tuberose, white florals, petitgreen. It is a feminine fragrance meets unisex right in the middle. This is not going to be for everyone. I understand that. It is very layered and something that most people would be like, wow, that's a little different. I'm not sure if I like it. But what makes this fragrance unique, in my opinion, what makes it a must-have and why I had to get it, was the combination of tuberose mixed with oud. I've never smelled anything like that. I've never experienced the complexity of agarwood meets one of the more dominant, in your face white florals. But this one pulled it off. Not lying, beast mode, very in your face florals, and a complex fragrance. But if you enjoy white florals, if you're okay with tuberose, and if you love oud, I would say give this one a try. It's worth trying out, especially if you like wearing, exotic type fragrances. Nuit by Hayari Paris. Fantastic fragrance, but you gotta be a daring person to try this one. That's at number 7. Let's go check out the next one. All right, the next fragrance I want to talk to you guys about, this one is not my fragrance. This is a fragrance that I gifted to my wife. Now, I want to tell you about it because I know a lot of guys primarily watch my channel. But if there's any females that's looking for a stunning fragrance by a master perfumer, you got to check this out. And also, if you guys are looking for a fragrance to get for your wife, your girlfriend, your significant other, definitely check this one out. This one is Nuit and Andalouse. Now, I have a travel spray atomizer. Don't have a full bottle. Don't need a full bottle because it's not mine. My wife, you guys know her. She's very picky when it comes to fragrances. I got this as a gift with 7 other 15 ml bottles of the fragrances. And I asked my wife, hey, do you like it? She said, yeah. They gave me a travel atomizer, so it's a win-win. Now, this fragrance right here is sexy. This is a wonderful floral fragrance. This is another white floral fragrance. But like I said, this is reserved for that sophisticated, sexy, confident woman. You got ylang ylang, you have violet, you have orange, sandalwood, and rose. When I tell you this is a tropical fragrance that is dominated by white florals. If you are someone that likes floral fragrances, or your female friend likes floral fragrances, I think you should grab it. It is not strong. It's a very soft fragrance, but the rose note makes this fragrance just gorgeous. If I smell my wife walking past with this fragrance, my head is turning. I'm like, wow, this is stunning. It's beautiful. It is, in my opinion, a wonderful gift for that beautiful woman in your life. So hopefully I'm saying the name right. I put it up there for you guys to see, but Nuit and Andalouse, I think that's how you say it. All right, let's go check out the next. So I met Cecile Zarokian at Scent Explorer last year. Now, I'll tell you right now, she is a sweet woman. She is very delightful, very nice. We've talked on Instagram, and this is one of the reasons I like her, because she probably is super busy. I mean, she's in the industry. Of course, she's super busy. I'm also a busy person, but not at that scale. To take the time out to answer my messages on IG and not like send me a written message. I called her up and asked her how to pronounce a fragrance. She was kind enough to send me the voicemail or how you say it. Yes, a voicemail. And pronouncing the actual word the correct way so I would be able to do it. Just a wonderful lady. Like I said, at Scent Explorer, super tall. Like, I'm 6 feet tall, so I'm a pretty tall dude. Cecile gotta be like 6'2". And she had heels on. I was like, yo, I did not expect her to be that tall. Just as gorgeous on film as in person. Wonderful personality. And that's what drew me to her just by watching her on YouTube. When I met her in person, nothing changed. Very lovely lady. All right, so let's get back to the fragrance. I just wanted to tell you why I am a fan of hers. So the next fragrance I want to show you guys is another one from Hayari Paris. This is Only For Him. Hopefully you guys can see that. Now, Only For Him this is a mojito in a bottle. This is a combination between fruits and resins and earthy tones and spices. Now, we have a wonderful, just in my opinion, this note, Elemi in this note, and always reminds me of some type of Caribbean resin spice. So Elemi smells like a combination between a tangerine, grapefruit, and spices, like warm spices. I don't know why, but it does. And it's sweet. This fragrance has all the elements: grapefruit, orange, lime, black pepper. It has a wonderful earthy kind of patchouli, and that citrus meets spice is what makes me think of a mojito. The dry down with benzoin, another resinous aspect. But to me, this is a wonderful summer fragrance that can work well in the fall. I've never smelled anything like this. It wears well around good 7 hours, and for a citrus based fragrance, especially in an opening in the mid, this thing is pumping for like 3-4 hours. A unique fragrance, a lovely fragrance, and a must-have if you guys like LME, especially if you like LME mixed with fruits and spices. So that's why it's in my collection, and yeah, I hope you guys can grab this one. Let's go check out another one. All right, another fragrance that I want to show you guys, the infamous Tango. Yes, Cecile Zarokian made Tango. Some of you guys might know, some of you guys might not know, but this was one of the fragrances. I actually think this was the fragrance, you know, put me on the map with Cecile. And the reason why I say that is because there's a distinct memory that is attached to this. If you guys remember Carlos from Brooklyn Fragrance Lover, of course you would remember, why wouldn't you? I remember watching him do a video at Mint New York when they dropped this fragrance with a few other fragrances from the line, and they had this big opening for the fragrance, and he did an interview with Cecile, and I never forget that. She was like, oh, do you want to spray this? You want to smell it? And he was like, of course, yes. And she dumped like the whole bottle on his arm by mistake. The cap fell off, whatever. But it was just one of those moments where he like was like, oh my God, I'm like drenched. But it was a funny moment. Of course, it was not on purpose, but that moment made me see, you know, that no one really takes himself seriously. She wasn't like overwhelmed. He didn't, you know, like pitch a fit. It was just like, all right, it's cool. You know, I'm just gonna smell like this all day. But when it all died down, he said it was a fantastic, gorgeous smelling, boozy fragrance. And you know I love my boozy fragrances. So of course I was like, I gotta get this. I grabbed this fragrance right around 2 years ago when I went to Miami. Went to, I think it's Osmond or Oswald's, Osmond's Perfumery in Miami, and I grabbed this joint. But I never forget that moment of when I said, oh, I gotta get this fragrance, I gotta try it. And once I tried it, you know I had to get it. This right here, Tango, a must-have, and I'm glad I got it in my collection. A masterpiece from Cecile. Let's go check out another one. All right, so the next fragrance I have, this is one of the best aquatic fragrances I've ever come across. And I was excited when I found out Cecile was making this fragrance, because this is top 5 one of my favorite fragrance houses. And this is Aqua Sextius from Julimad. Now, like I said, this is an aquatic fragrance, but it has a wonderful barrage of citrus notes like grapefruit, bergamot, orange, mandarin orange, a tea note. But the best part about this fragrance, and I make no mistake about that, the fig note. The fig note in this joint right here is wonderful. It is the most sexiest thing I've smelled when it comes to an aquatic citrus green. Just when I think of vacation, when I think of summer, there's only about 4 fragrances that pop into my mind, and this is always number 1. A must-have. Cecile, I think, in my opinion, this is one of her masterpieces, and I hope you guys get a chance to check it out, because if you don't, you're missing out. All right, I got some more to show you guys. The next one, it's a banger. Let's go check it out. Now, I hope you guys didn't think I was joking when I said this is a banger. Another masterpiece, another fragrance that I will always have in my collection from Amouage. This is Royal Tobacco. Not only is the bottle stunning, like all of Amouage's bottles, but the perfect execution of tobacco, licorice, myrrh, oud tonka bean. Bruh, the smoky nuance from this fragrance, the tobacco, sweet tobacco leaf, the overwhelming exotic note of oud, egglewood, and that just, I guess for lack of a better word, cherry on top with this sticky but in your face and gorgeous smelling licorice. Now licorice is never really a desire for most things. They tend to be a hit or a miss, but it was a home run with this joint right here. If you're the type to love tobacco fragrances, do I have to say more? A compliment magnet, especially in the winter. If you wear this between December and January, you're gonna have to beat the ladies off with a stick. A must have. Another masterpiece from Cecile. I got one more for you. Let's go check it out. All right, so my number one fragrance from Cecile. This is truly one of one. My favorite fragrance, and probably top 10 favorite fragrances in my entire collection. This is Les Indes from MDCI. Now you guys know I talked about this fragrance on and on how gorgeous it is. Cinnamon, gourmand, Christmas in a bottle, a beautiful fruit cake. Yes, all of that. But when I tell you one of one, nothing smells like this. Nothing sticks to your skin or your clothes like this does. Yes, it's, directed towards female, but trust me when I tell you, this is a unisex fragrance. And if you love cinnamon, you're gonna love this joint right here. I'm speechless. Cecile, I give you applause, a standing ovation on this one, because it is truly a masterpiece in my opinion. And let's not forget how gorgeous that bottle looks. Come on, y'all. Come on. I really don't think y'all understand what I mean. Let me scoot up a little bit. Let me give y'all a little. Let me scoot up. Let me give you just a few notes, okay? We have, like I said, cinnamon. We have almond. We have candy notes. We have raspberry, bergamot, incense, vanilla, and clove. So we got sweet nuances, spicy. We have gourmand, and we have citrus notes. Like I said before, a masterpiece. I'm not gonna say no more. This is probably gonna be the last time I talk about this fragrance. It's about to be put in the vault, and I'm gonna shut up because I done told y'all how great it was so many times. If you ain't got it, you ain't gonna get it. But Cecile, she's a beast. Guys, I want to thank you for joining me on He Smells Like Rome. You guys are the best. But before I thank you, I got to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me to be here to share once again my passion of fragrance with my Smell Good guys, my fragrance family. With that, I want to say this to you guys. We go through trials and tribulations, and we go through moments of doubt, and we try to fix things ourselves. But I want to say to you with my own testimony, give it to God. Allow Him to show His power, use His miracles. Let Him bless you. If you just ask Him, believe in Him, and believe that it will work, everything is possible. God can do any and everything. My belief in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is that He is the one true power and the one true God. And if you give Him your worries, you give Him your problems, He will make a way. He will make your path straight. With that, once again, you guys are my peoples. And until next time, like I always say, it's okay if you want to smell like Rome. I'll check you guys out in the next video. Until then, Peace.